There's so many schools out there that need good marketing, need good communications, but they don't have the people that know the skills. They don't know HTML. They can't do the work to get the output that is desired. And there's also schools that don't have the money to go out there and hire a marketing agency to facilitate and run and build all of their marketing communication. That's a problem we hear all the time whenever we ask schools what they're doing. Sometimes the response is, we're not really doing anything, or we can't do anything, or we're just using Outlook. There's so many more opportunities out there now based off of where technology has come the past couple of years. And Element 451 is showcasing those previous needs of skills surrounding building out marketing campaigns like HTML or hiring out the expensive marketing agency. They're just simply not needed anymore. And there's a tool that can help you do those things. And that tool is called Element 451. And so what we're doing and what we've really been doing since our inception is we have been taking marketing communications and making them easy to build, easy to manage, and scalable, personalized to each person that it goes to way back in the very beginning, even before AI. So let me show you that foundation first. So if we hop in here to our campaigns, which this is ongoing communications, I can pull up an example here and I can show you one of our campaign builder emails right here. So if I open this up to edit it, this is the campaign builder, right? Straightforward, guided, drag, drop. You're going to be able to go in here and easily set this up and establish this as you go through. So as you notice here, you go through your different settings. What type of communication? Is it going to be a one-time blast to a group of students or multiple groups of students? Or is it going to be an ongoing, more of a drip campaign that kind of nurtures students along? That's where you're going to select that. Then you're going to pick your channel, email, SMS, push notifications. Pick one, pick two, pick all three, your choice. And then you can go down here and you see this personalization tab. And this is one of the big differentiators of Element. You're not going to have to go in and build so many different campaigns to reach the different personas and demographics of students that you need to speak to with these certain messages. You're simply taking one campaign that can have different visualizations and versions based off of who is receiving that and what's true about that person, what they've told you, what information you have about them, and their behavioral activity. So this is going to give these students that are prospects or male versus female or interested in certain programs different views of that message that fits specifically for that individual. So if we scroll down here, after you get past all of the settings, you see where you begin to start configuring your email, set up your subject line, your preview text. Yes, of course, you can use AI to generate either one of those for you. But if you go down here into the actual email builder, you'll notice that it is so incredibly simple to use. You don't have to know HTML. You can come in here and pick whatever content blocks you want to throw in here. And then it's as simple as clicking, dragging, dropping to make edits. You can save the templates that you build, reuse them. We have a template library called Packs that you can go in and download, not just templates that we've built for you, but full campaigns you can just download and start using from day one of getting Element. But this is what we mean when we take time to value of what you can actually do with Element right out of the gates and not have to wait months and months to build and start getting to. So this is what our foundation is, right? And so this is easy to use, easy to build, easy to manage, but also incredibly powerful because you notice here with this email that I built out, each of these content blocks are separated with these purple lines. If I click over here in this top one, you'll notice it says audience in the top right-hand corner. So if I adjust that to the health tech audience, their image is obviously going to be different from the general audience. And then if I change this, if that health tech interested student is also a female, they'll get different text than the general audience. And then if that female health tech interested student is also a prospect, we don't want to drive them to an event. Of course, we want to drive them to apply. And that apply call to action is very important. We call it a magic link. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to remove this friction point that students can typically come up against where they have to go fill out the registration form for the app before they even start the application. This circumvents that entire process and drops them directly into their application portal so they can go ahead and get started on that application. These are all of the little touches and nuances that we put in here to make the student experience seamless and frictionless. And that's what we've been doing since day one. But because of this foundation that we have, we've now been able to take this experience and we've been able to re-envision it and rebuild it to something that is truly made for the future. And so if we go over here to our AI assistants, we'll open that up. Notice it's on the general assistant, but I actually have something I want it to work on for me. So we'll go ahead and send a little prompt here. So instead of doing all those steps that I just went through with you on, I'm actually going to ask the AI assistants to help me with this, right? I need help building a campaign. I need it to be 4 communications, 4 emails total. It needs to be geared towards high school seniors. It needs to be talking to them about the nursing program, about any career opportunities. If we're really making them enticed to apply for and go for that program if it's something that they want to do. And you'll notice here, right out of the gate, it's already gone off to the races, right? It analyzed what my request was, what I wanted it to talk about, how many communications it needed to be, what the call to action should be, and the fact that I said, you know what, this needs to be fun. So make sure that you have a little bit of fun whenever you're writing this. So whenever it goes through, it gives me an outline first and foremost. So it level sets with me with the information that I gave it. And then it gives me a communication outline of what it thinks I want based off of what I've asked for. And so now it's telling me to review it and let it know if it can proceed or if there's any feedback I want to give it so it can readjust. So I said, make it fun. I don't see any emojis. That's not very fun. So I could say, I said, let's make this fun. Throw in some more emojis, right? So as soon as I send that, it's going to get back to work and it's going to rewrite that outline for me, right? Notice here, it's rewritten it. It's thrown in emojis, lots of them, because I said I gave it a little bit of lip there, a little bit of attitude. So it rewrote all of that with the emojis, with everything. And I can say now, this looks great. Let's go. And now it's off to the races. It's not just doing the thinking for me and the outlining so I can get started on building it. It's doing everything, right? It's going to write the copy for each of those emails. It's going to build the entire template, all the HTML work. It's going to pull in my branding, my logos, the images that it's going to use for the communications. It's searching my media approved library and it's actually finding images unique to the context of what I've asked it to do to put into each email. These are the things that take the time, the days, the weeks of time. Even if you have an experienced staff, this takes time. But even if you don't, can you imagine the possibilities that this now opens? And so once it goes through, it writes the copy for every single one of those messages. Incredible. And then down here, after I review the copy, I can see that it's driving me with these links to go take a look at everything. So if I click on that one right there, it's going to change that message that I'm at. And notice it has an image of some nursing students. I can go in here to make any edits that I want. So I'm not stuck with what it made me. Done the subject line, the preview text. I can pop this open. I can change the orientation. And now I can look and see what it yielded for me. So it personalized everything. It gave all the details of our nursing program at Element University. Remember, it's only pulling from your institutional knowledge base. So your course catalogs, your website. It's not going off into the internet and getting every piece of information that could pull in some misinformation. This is only your institution specific information that it's pulling in here to write. So imagine the possibilities that you will be able to now achieve with a tool like this. Not only is it powerful, but it's so simple. It is completely changing and revolutionizing the game for marketing campaigns. And we are so excited for you to get your hands on it and start using it. So what are you waiting for? If you want another demo that's a little bit bigger than this one and you see a little bit more, reach out, let me know. Otherwise, have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.